Hello Falcons, Mr. Fleschner here, bringing you an update from our December school board meetings. So December is a little bit unique when we have an election year because there's actually 3 meetings. They all happen on the same night, but they all have a little bit different agendas and the way they're set up. So last night our school board met and we kind of finalized what they consider to be the annual meeting. And really what this is kind of the last official meeting for the current school board. And they just really finalized a lot of their bills. It's a pretty short, abbreviated agenda. Finished up some policy work that they already had started, and it really is a pretty short and not real lengthy meeting. Really, what I want to share out of that meeting, we did some finance and policy work. That's fine, but I really want to extend a sincere thank you to Dave Schneiderman and Deb Grandin for their service to the school district and our students in their roles on school board. They'll be exiting school board this year, and we wish them the best. Dave Schneiderman is also kind of taken on a new role and is on the city council in Parkersburg, and Deb Grandin is going to return back to retirement. So wishing them the very best and thanking them for their service. Then we move into an organizational meeting. Now this is where we bring in our new school board members. So we want to welcome Tim Calder and Elton Labrie to the school board. They were both successfully elected early on in November, and this is their first official meeting. So we've got them sworn in, and then we really just sit down and kind of assign all the various committee work, just really get everything set to go for the remainder of the school year as it kind of takes us back into the next year. Some positions that were elected: Jill Cockworth will remain as president of the school board here at AP, and Amy Truax was elected and will maintain the vice president position. Now, the other little piece, again, this is a pretty short agenda. School board meetings, those are public meetings, and they'll happen the third Monday of each month at 6 p.m. Typically, they're at the high school in Parkersburg, but occasionally we'll move those back and forth to the Applington building as well. But typically, those regular meetings are going to be the third Monday of each month at 6 p.m. Now, let's get into some of the things that the new board started to work through. Now, Superintendent Report is something I present to the board, really just some informational pieces, some things we talk about, get some feedback from the board that we kind of do on day-to-day things. Something I want to share that's really pretty exciting work. Our elementary's got a committee group put together, and one of the things we're looking to work through the rest of the year and hopefully get kind of ramped up fairly soon is a new elementary literacy curriculum. It's been several years since we've looked at this, but this group is very excited about the work. It's going to take them some time. It's a process to work through this, but we're really excited about the new things to come in elementary literacy. The next piece, the school board got to see a couple of pretty rough drafts, but we've got started because we're already thinking about next year's school calendar. Hard to believe we're already this late in December, but next year's school calendar will start some work. I will tell you, there's some considerations inside of there that a committee of teachers, administrators, and then back to the school board will all have to review before that's approved. Typically, that's probably approved in about February. But just the way some of the dates fall on the calendar next year, it's going to make some things we're going to have to make some think abouts. The board also, we had some conversations initially. Again, hard to believe we're already starting to build FY fiscal year 25 school budget. And we'll work on that next month, and that'll be out before we know it. So we talked about some financial notes as well. Facilities. It's kind of been a reoccurring theme on some of these videos. Our next facility meeting is January 22nd, and that's going to be in Applington. We'll start in the library there and kind of talk about some facility things and have a chance to kind of tour that building a little bit. But again, I've talked about this a couple of times. January 5th, we'll be releasing our survey out to the community. So we're going to really try to work this through social media channels, so some Facebook, through email, to try to get as much feedback as we can. That's one of the major goals the school board really wants, is some feedback from the community and to be as transparent as they can possibly be as we kind of work through this facility master planning process. So be on the lookout shortly after the holidays for that facility survey. And lastly, I really want to thank the students, the staff, and the community. It's been a great first half to the school year. Lots and lots of positive things going on all in the classroom, on the courts, and on the stage. At our holiday concerts, the students did an amazing job with that. And if you didn't have a chance to attend, to check those things out on YouTube. Kelly does a super job putting all those together for our community folks. And lastly, on behalf of the school district, I want to wish all of you happy holidays, and go Falcons.